So basically this thing that you see here, this is the stuff that we have to print and basically put all the answers here. So if you see here, if I could zoom, okay, okay, top margin, we're gonna have to figure out what the distance of the margin is in picas. We'll just have to write it down on the piece of paper. How many columns in the grid here, we'll have to write it down, but that's basically it. So I'm gonna go through with the InDesign file, and we're gonna go through okay, how do you find the margin? How do you do this? Everything that he did. Okay, so first let's just do the guides. Literally just, Jennifer, hi. We were just getting started. Okay, oh dear. I'm gonna start with trying to make the guides with the rulers, okay? So right now already my ruler is set to picas, and if yours is not, okay, you go to edit on the top here. I'll write it down, it's okay. Edit, go down until you see preferences, wherever it is on your toolbar, and then find units and increments, okay? And then click that, and you see here ruler units, horizontal and vertical. So right now mine are in picas already. So I'm going to keep it like that. And I saw also you can also do it like this. If you right click on the ruler, you can do that and it changes. But just be careful.
It's easier.
It's just that you have to be careful because that only changes one ruler. So if you want to do both, make sure you're doing it for both, or else you're going to have picas on horizontal and inches on vertical, and you're going to get really confused. So how are we going to find the top margin? So for according to the thing he wants, top margin, let me just zoom in here. It's at the bottom of this big, I think he said stroke. It's at the bottom of the stroke.
Isn't the top margin everything above the stroke?
Let me just see.
It's like the arrow stops right there.
Yeah, but I'm looking here at, like, you see this, I'm pointing, you can't see. Okay, this is the top margin here.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's going below the stroke.
Mm-hmm.
So that's it. To do this, you should have this key, the selection tool. It's like the blank arrow. You hold down on the ruler like this, and it should pop up. Okay, hold on, it's a bit slow. Okay, and right here, it's below. And it actually, I don't know if, like, when you use it by yourself, it kind of snaps sometimes. If the program actually senses that there's a line or something, it'll actually snap to where it thinks it should be. So right now here, after you, like, when you're selecting the guide, it turns red. That means you have that guide selected. And then when you click off, you just click somewhere else on the page, it turns this blue color, this cyan. So you can tell if you're using the guide or not. So let's say I'm gonna click it so I can see here on the right here, transform. It says where it is. So nine picas. So now if you're like, okay, where's the top margin? It's 9 picas. So you should write 9P0 here. So I'll just put this here.
We need to write Y too, or
no, just put the number.
Like, okay, just the number. Okay.
Yeah. So write it like that.
So I would put it like, I'll just put an arrow towards the line. I'll be like 9.
Yeah. So let's say let me get the. Oh, okay. Hold on a second. I'll go back to this. So here, whoops, daisy. Here, top margin grid, I'll just write it down. Oh boy, 9. This looks terrible. P0. So hold on.
Well, for now, we're just writing the answers, right?
Yes,
just like...
exactly, on the paper.
Okay.
So right now we figured out that the top margin is 9 picas 0. You got that?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm gonna go back here just so that I know exactly where he wants the margin to be. Okay, we're gonna go down, and for him, so this line, this horizontal line is the bottom margin.
Mhm.
It ends at the baseline of this, where it says your name. So that's what we're gonna
Okay.
do. I'm gonna go back here. Oopsie daisy. All right. Here, where it says your name, it should be here. Let's do the same thing with the ruler
Mhm.
and put it here until it snaps. And now it says 48 pica 0. Okay? But that says 48 because the rulers are centered at 0. If you can see here, this is 0 for the ruler, right? Because that's like the start of the like the start of the lines. But 48 is not like the right number. So how are we going to figure that out? How we're going to give an actual like more concise number? This thing here, so the part where we have to change the target of the rulers, this weird X thing, I don't know what this is called, the sniper icon. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I mean, I'm just looking.
Okay, so I'm gonna move it here to the bottom right corner of the document and like go.
Okay.
Did it work? Hold on a second. No.
You're recentering the 0?
Yes, I'm reset. Yeah, exactly. Yes. Okay. So I just did it, and now I don't know if you can tell, but here now it says 0 at the right side, and at the bottom it says 0.
Mhm.
Okay. And now when I click my guide again, the one I just put in, now instead of saying 48, it says -3.
Okay.
Okay, because it's starting from 0. So now you know that the bottom margin is 3. But the minus doesn't count. It's just because this is kind of all backwards because of where the 0
Okay,
is.
so just put 3.
Just put 3.
Okay. That's the
Okay.
part I didn't understand. That's like where he was like, do I put it or not?
No, so every number that you're putting for the margins, they're all positive numbers. No negative.
Okay.
Forget about that. No. Okay. So then here, bottom margin is 3, pica 0. Does that make sense, or do you want me to do the recentering thingy again? If I can, do you want me to explain it a bit better?
You just had to drag the corner, right?
Yes.
That was all. Yeah,
Mhm.
okay. With the selection, and that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
And then when you want to put it back, just double click that again and it'll recenter everything back to 0 at the top and the left.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Okay. Okay, but since we have the 0 centered on the right, let's do the right margin, because then it'll just make more sense and less work for me. So for so for the right margin, we're gonna take the vertical ruler here, drag it to form a guide, and put it where come on. Let me just double check where this is supposed to be, because right now it's not giving me a great number. Okay, so the right margin, just to double check, it's ending at this stroke right here. So I'm gonna zoom in just to be sure. Okay. See, it should be 3. Well, it says -3, but it should be 3 picas. I think maybe because I don't have it as beautifully arranged. Let's see if that helps. Okay, so you might want to have your thing on like high quality or overprint preview, because now it actually shows the right numbers and stuff. So I did the same thing. You're just doing it vertically. You put it here, and now you know that the right margin is 3 pica 0. So I'm gonna write here, find right margin, equal to 3 pica 0. This. I'm gonna move on to the left margin. Now before I do anything, just to be sure, I'm gonna recenter my zeros. So I'm gonna double click the top here. And now my zeros are back here and here. So the left margin, he wants it to be here, right here, excluding this this stroke. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll just drag it here, right? Whoop, whoop. It's not precise, so I'm gonna zoom in. So you can really see, there you go. Okay, now it's perfectly aligned and you see that it says 6P0. So that's the value for the left margin. Okay, good. Whoops, hold on. Okay, whoops. Okay, so now let's just add the margins to the document because right now they're like this file has no margins. All we did was just put guides, like kind of just like in pencil basically, like okay, I think this is where the margin should be. Now we want them to be like permanent. We'll just put it in pen this time, not pencil. So what we're gonna do is, let me see, okay, you're gonna go to the top, so just layout, and then margins and columns. I'm gonna click that. And now we just put the values that we just put in. And make sure that this is, let me just see if it's not, okay. So you see a difference here, chained and unchained. Chained would mean that it'll basically add constraints, so just to make things really equal. So if they're like, okay, if you put, what's our thing? If you put 9 pica at the top, we'll put 9 at the bottom, just to make it look equal, but that's not what we want here.
Like a ratio.
Yeah, exactly. Just to put some limits that make sense, exactly, like with ratios. So we just want to be sure that it's not, we don't have that option, because or else we're not going to be able to put all the values in. I'm going to put here 9. For the bottom 3. Left is 6, and the, whoops, what did I do? Oh, okay. And the right is 3 again. Press OK. This. So, hold on. So control or command, whatever. And then you're gonna do the plus sign. And then zoom out is the minus sign. It doesn't work on all programs, unfortunately, but it works on a lot of them. So Photoshop, Illustrator, whatever, just do that and you should zoom in. So right now, Control plus, and then Control minus. Okay. Put that in. Okay, we did this already. Okay. Okay, now the columns. Let's go here to this document here. Can someone tell me how many columns there are? Just to double check that I have the right number.
There's 6 of them.
There's 6.
Okay, so this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Okay, so yeah, here, how many columns are in the grid? You can answer that question. You just put 6. And now that we know where the columns are, now we can figure out, okay, this is where the gutter spaces should be. So gutter spaces is just the space in between the columns. That's it. But now we need to figure out what's the measurement of them. So the easiest thing here would be right here. This is the easiest way in this document to figure out where to find the gutter space, because here we don't have all those guided lines. Okay, so that's why we're going to use the one that he's giving, even though there's a Y here that's driving me crazy. That's outside, but that's besides the point. So this is
Wow.
So this is the one we're gonna try to measure. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so we can actually see. So the lines, those dotted lines, let me go back. So it's starting from here where this S is, and let's say here where the W is and where. So just like we did before with the margins, we're going to make some guides and put them in those places. And then we'll just figure out from where they're situated how what the distance is. Okay. So I'm just going to take this. I'm going to snap a guide right here. And then one here.
Or whichever one, the red one. Like align your 0 with that, and then you'll get the 1.6 or something around.
Oh,
it.
that's so much simpler.
Yeah, I was thinking of that too. Like, if you don't have to put it at a corner, then just.
Bro, I was doing math with pikas. I was so lost like 3 hours ago.
You don't gotta do that. No.
Wait, where did you align it?
Scratch that. Okay, this is what Kim is saying. So you put the lines where the guide should be, and you're recentering your 0 to be the left one right here.
Yeah.
To align it with the left guide.
Yeah.
So that when you just like, if you click the guide here, like it'll say it's at 0. And then if you click the other one, it'll say the distance.
So 1p6.
Yes.
Yeah, round like.
Lovely.
Okay, one piece.
So we found the gutter spaces. We found the number of columns, and we know the distance, like the measurement of the gutter spaces, which is 1p6. Now that we have all this information, now we can really, again, put it permanently in the file. So I'm going to do that right now. So, okay, so the same way we did when we wanted to add the margins, we go to Layout, Margins and Columns. And right here we have where we put how many columns we want. So here we have 6. And gutter, how big the gutter space should be. And you'll see as you're putting the numbers, the file will start to go, okay, is this what you want it to look like?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna press OK, and now it looks like this. So it looks exactly like the original PDF file.
All right.
With all these lines through it. Okay, if everybody's cool with that, I'll continue with this thingy.
Yeah.
Don't
See?
bother.
Okie dokie.
Okay,
Okay,
Onibo.
so this one. Okay, we have to add another guide, the same stuff we were doing before, to align with the. Oh, hi, Cindy. Hi. Good
So we
morning.
just, and when we do this, we put the ruler at the left corner.
Yes, well, doesn't really
Assuming.
matter, but you know what? That's a good reminder. I'll put it back to normal, just so that I'm not confused later. Thank you for reminding me.
So we just, okay, got it. I'm smart.
Just put it back. So you want it to align with this text's cap height, which is
What?
right there. These ones. You said, so cap height is the height of the capital letters.
Mhm.
Okay?
Makes sense.
Whereas x height would be the height of the lowercase letters. So the easiest thing would be like to look at the x. Understand the difference between cap and x height? Yes? Okay, so we'll just put a guide. I'll zoom in because this is really tiny and I'm getting blind. So it's the right one, it's the 6 point. So I'm just gonna drag and put a guide right there. Let me just double check because it doesn't look like an exact number. See, it's not. So just put it right
Precision.
there. Is that not right? Okay, yeah, because you see, even mine is like 12 pica 0 point blah 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 blah. Like, it's fine. It doesn't matter. We know the answer is 12. I'll write it down so that we know. This one, the cap height. Okay, it's 12p. Whoops, I can't spell. 12p0.
We need to find a cap height for all of them. Right. Yeah. We're.
Whoa, what? No, hold on a second.
Yeah. When we add the text.
Because he added numbers, so I'm assuming he wants us to write the pie count.
Those, no. This stuff, this is here. If you go to the specifications of the project, it's like number 1 is this. And it tells you.
Okay, I thought he was cruel and he wanted us to like find all of them. Okay.
Can you explain that little cross chart thingy? Like, what is it called? Because I'm trying to do that, but I don't get it.
I think this is supposed to be the size of the typeface.
Yeah, that
And this is the leading.
Okay.
This, I think what he meant was like if you put a guide at this area, that this element, the number 3, is within, it's inside of the guide. The leading is the okay. Basically, it's the space. Here, where's the one I used? This one. Okay, this one. This is a perfect example. So here, these are two different elements. This one is in size 10, and this one is in size 12. However, because they both have the same leading, they can be on the same baseline. Because leading is basically the distance between the baseline here and like the end here, like basically where the other baseline of like the next line would be, if that makes sense.
Okay, sure. So like the space between each line, basically.
Yeah, but it's not like from the top of the letter to the, no, it's from the bottom to the next bottom, basically.
Each baseline, basically.
Yeah. So when you see here that these two have the same leading, that's why even though they're different sizes, you can still have them on the same lines. I'm pointing again, sorry. Like see here, oops, whoa, okay, sorry. This and this, different sizes, but they're all aligned on the same baseline. It's all because of the leading.
All right,
Okay, so that's what this number is. The rest I have no clue and I can't help. So no. That's all.
So now we're gonna do the add guide to align the x height. Is that what we're doing now?
Exactly. So
let's go do that because I think that's the last one we need to find, right?
Yes. Okay. So the x height here is for this one, the first line of element 11.
Okay.
Okay.
So is it the bottom? It's the bottom line.
What do you mean the bottom one?
Because you said here he wants to know the x height, so that's going to be like the lowercase.
The lowercase, exactly. The height of the lowercase letters.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got for that line, I got 34. Wait, I'm gonna press it actually. 35. Point like PICA 012.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lose. So like I'm just gonna put 30. I'm just gonna put 35.
Yeah, I think 35 is fine because I have point like 0.24. And now I can't move
I'm
it.
just putting that.
That's so annoying. Let's see. It's 35. For all intents and purposes, it's 35. It's the red line. I can't take off that blue one, but it's the red one. It's 35. So I'm gonna put here 35 P0. Did he do this one in class? I don't remember. I just want to be sure that I have the right numbers, that I'm not making huge numbers out of nowhere.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Yeah,
Find the text.
Okay,
It's
Kim,
the-
go ahead.
it's the Helvetica.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Then it's the big chunk in the middle of all the way up to 24. So the 6 till 24. That's one text. I know it looks like two, but it's one.
Oh, okay.
Then it's the two little ones, the two that starts with typography.
These are separate?
These are separate because they're like in columns. Also, if you read like the specifications,
Mm-hmm.
tells you where to place them, so it relates to that, and then your name one.
Let me see. Oh, I'm still drawing. Hold on. Okay, and your name one like this.
Yeah.
Sorry,
We
I
have to
should
put it
have.
on the document. Do we have to circle it ourselves on the document?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a marker for that.
Yeah, I use a
Or-
rule.
Or a highlighter. Oh, that's
Yeah, draw with the ruler. I don't know.
what
Well, it doesn't
Pick
matter.
a
It's
color,
in,
guys.
it's in our document, right? Doesn't matter. Or does it?
What does what matter? How many?
Like, why does the highlighting matter? If it's just like on our paper that we can do anything with.
He wants us to turn that in to show like our process.
God fucking damn it. I don't have a printer. God fuck.
Okay.
Oh yeah, sorry, for like the type boxes, do we do it like directly on InDesign or like on the paper?
No, on the paper.
Okay.
Here, with the second
What
color.
are the boxes again?
Yes, I'll go back.
It's
It says
yeah,
right
this fast.
here. So across the 6 columns for the title. Okay, I'll just. Where did I? Oh,
Oh, there you go.
okay. It's okay. It's this one.
It's
This
the
is-
whole big one there. It's not.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. That's all of that is 2, 3, and 4 separately here, and then 5 is this big boy.
All right.
Take care.
How do you know from what point to stop the boxes?
I just did the whole square of it. Like,
so okay,
like the
let's
lines.
the ones. Let's say the one at the top. That's the Helvetica. It says it's across the 6 columns.
So all the way.
Okay, so go, yeah. So the column starts
Okay.
here and ends here. Do it from there.
How do you know, like, do you do it directly on top of like the writing, or how high do you make it?
I
That's
was
what I
gonna
don't
Usually
get.
this.
That's the issue I have also.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
that's-
do it like
like-
at the cap height. That's what I was thinking.
I just did it like I didn't do it like well. I just like put it like visually, you know. So like
Thank you.
how do you save this now? Like this whole
Uh,
thing we just did. Like I don't want to like lose it in InDesign. Like how do we put it as like save? I know it's like a dumb question. I just don't want to do it wrong and lose it.
Yeah, sure. So I'm gonna save it as a separate file with like my guides and my whatever. So file.
Okay, new document. I'm just gonna write homework. Oh, now she did it wrong.
Okay, so yeah, so I'm gonna just
Oh
save
my
this as a new thing. Okay, so I'll just save as. Okay, so this is in downloads. I'll just put it in Dawson, whatever. So you see this was the original name. I'll just put like with guidelines, just so that it's for me.
Wait. No.